Hello and welcome to another episode of Street View. This time we're going to be looking at the geometry of a city and how we can use lines, shapes and forms in our street pictures. I think all photographers should try to bring out their personality in their pictures. Street photography for me is an aesthetic reaction to being in a city. When I began my series of pictures called Geometrics, I wanted it to be a project that represented the modern city and all its geometric beauty. My focus was the city itself, its structure, scale and geometry. The people within it were simply to be used where they would have the most visual effect. The shapes, forms, steps, railings and even road markings would all be used to help create my pictures. I often use road markings in my pictures. I love the way they interact with the environment. They can create fluidity, break up empty spaces and even bring together disparate elements. Their geometric shapes and patterns provide a graphic energy that contributes to the overall look of a scene, whether used as a grid to contain something or as a simple space filler. Road markings are very handy if you're trying to bring a little order to a scene. There may be several elements jockeying for position in your picture, but with proper framing and cropping it's possible to get the right balance, without the lines themselves playing too big a part. One neat trick is to try to find similar lines in other areas of the picture, for example on walls, shop awnings or on people's clothing. They can even take the form of rays of light or dark lines of shadow. All of this adds extra geometric interest and helps to unify the whole image. Another important function of lines is in suggesting movement. Even in the quietest of images, when there is little going on, the lines on the road can appear to be racing by like go-faster stripes, zooming around corners and darting off in multiple directions, skillfully avoiding pedestrians. Carefully used, they can add fluidity and motion to the landscape. Lines are effective from any viewpoint and will have a different effect depending on your angle of shooting. Overhead, they can give structure to your shots and help to fill in empty spaces or areas that need some visual interest. When used at street level, especially in the foreground, they can add a sort of anchor that helps to hold everything down. Cities are built from shapes, and it's not hard to find the basic elements to add a geometric look to your pictures. It may be something quite simple that lends itself to the moment, or something more complex and abstract. Steps are found everywhere, and I'll be doing a future video about their use, but they're great for bringing geometric interest to a picture. Concrete structures are often found in business and retail areas and public spaces. Depending on the light, they can be great for forming interesting areas of shadow. Railings and street furniture are also in plentiful supply, and they're great for both letting light through and for creating interesting areas of shadow. As in this example, where the shadows formed by the bench mix well with the shadows formed by the long steps. We don't have to look far for inspiration for this kind of photography. Ray Metzger's work has always had a significant influence on me. In this fine example on the right, taken in LA in 1981, the street structures create deep areas of shadow. Ernst Haas was a skilled photographer in every sense of the word, and his street pictures show incredible variety in their scope. Chinese photographer Fan Ho produced mesmerizing images of post-war Hong Kong during the 1950s and 60s. Beautiful compositions that are impeccably framed and as atmospheric as you could wish. Italian Franco Fontana is best known for his abstract and painterly land and cityscapes. His photographs are often flat, geometric compositions that are similar in style to artist Mark Rothko, but with more rigid lines and sharp contrasting colours. I think it's that personal vision that makes for good photography. And I think it's that vision, that unique way of seeing, that gives us our individuality, and therefore what makes us stand out as photographers. Thanks for watching, see you next time. To see more of my work, Visit my website at www.rupertvandervelde.co.uk and check out my book Fine Art Street Photography, available at Amazon. Find links for both in the description to this video below.